welcome back to Grace.Filled. It's Sabbath prep. Happy Sabbath, good people. Okay, let's really prep for the Sabbath, but let's do it. Today I thought I would do something a little bit different. I was under the weather for a day or so recently, and it wasn't the best thing for my family. So I knew as soon as I got well and I could get the items and the time, I wanted to do some freezer meals to ensure that I was not eating oatmeal for a meal. So today what I want to do for this Sabbath prep is I want to make some lasagnas, I want to make some McMuffins, and I want to make some burritos, and I want to bring you along to see me do it. Here with these crumbles, I'll show you the package, and it just has a couple of teaspoons full of sofrito in it, and I'm getting ready to add the tomato sauce. These are the tomato sauces, the pasta sauces that we will be using to put into the crumbles because I'm making some lasagna. Doing some lasagna, we have some organic cheese shredded here. One requested some pepper jack, so we're gonna do one that's spicy. It's gonna have pepper jack, ricotta, maybe a little bit of Parmesan. Mine's just gonna have probably the organic cheese and the Parmesan maybe. And then I'm doing another one that is dairy free, and that one is gonna get this. I am also doing the tortillas with the tortillas, shredded hash browns. These are the crumbles that I used. We are going to take some of these Impossible burgers with a little bit of sofrito, and we're gonna have whatever cheese is left over there, over here with these tortillas and these eggs. And I have one tofu here that's gonna be the eggs for Eli. And then over here, we have some English muffins that are already cut. This is what the package look like, and these are vegan, and the sausages are vegan, and we have cheese for the cheese eaters, and I have vegan cheese as well. Sabbath prep is a special time because it's that time where you get ready to prepare your heart, your mind, your soul, your spirit, your home to be able to rest, to be able to spend time with the Most High God, to hear from Him, to examine yourself, to reflect your week, to reflect your heart, to reflect your relationships. How are you feeling internally? How are your relationship with others? What things didn't work well and what things worked well? This is that time that you really can reflect. But it's not just a time of cleaning and cooking. It really is a time of just making sure everything is in order. And so for me personally, I realized I did not have a lot of meals that my family could just take from the freezer and put in the oven and go. I realized they were really needing me to be hands-on, and there may be a time when I cannot be fully hands-on. So I am going to start with the 3 lasagnas. I have my 3 pans that I have. I have my spaghetti sauce. I have all my cheeses. I think I have all my stuff. Woo! I can see. Let's get baking. So it's really helpful, it's really important, it's really amazing and phenomenal, if I'm being honest, that we have these amazing systems and things implemented and set up to run our home smoothly. However, if the other people in our home don't know how to run things smoothly and don't know how we have things set up, there kind of is a problem there. And so there needs to be a smooth system in which mama can operate, and there needs to be something set up in place for when mama is down, when mama had a baby, when mama may have gotten ill, when mama needed to stay longer somewhere to go visit someone who needed to have a helping hand, when someone needed prayer, when mama had to go out of town. When mama is gone, how can things flow? And so I think this is where freezer meals come in. Now, in the past, I have not always been the biggest on freezer meals because to me, it almost seemed like it was double the work. But as my children are aging, as our needs are growing, as I'm finding that things are not working now the way they used to always work before, it's really important to make sure that I have these systems in place. So for me, I look at it this way. I'm cooking once, I'm eating multiple times. I'm already in here the one time. And so it makes sense just to take a little bit of extra time when the dishes are already here, when I already have to wash, when all the ingredients and things are already out, and I can really maximize my time and I can set myself and my family up for success later on down the road. So if mom was overwhelmed or tired, if my lessons went over a little bit longer than I was expecting, I can pull this meal out of the freezer and I can let it thaw out a little bit, and then I can stick it into the oven. And this is a part of Sabbath prep as well. It is, how am I doing things and how can I be more effective and more efficient? Because even this can be applicable to the Sabbath. I could say I'm making these meals now, and these particular meals will be my Sabbath meals, because maybe you don't have time to take half of a day to devote to preparing your home for the Sabbath. But what if you have some freezer meals ready? Would that help you? Would that help you to be ready? And if it would help you to be and stay ready, is it worth the time and the investment that it would take for the first time? In this video, I made 4 lasagnas and I made 4 meals of vegan or vegetarian breakfast wraps, and I made 4 meals of vegan and vegetarian muffins. And so 4 meals of 2 breakfast, and then I have frozen 2 meals of a lasagna. And in the upcoming video, I'll be sharing you how I made the vegan chicken pot pie, and now that's another one. So now, if I wanted to, I could have a different breakfast and a different dinner for the next 2 Sabbaths, but I only worked the one time and I was able to put something away. Not just putting away for the Sabbath, not just putting away for when mama is out of town or not feeling good or not well or just wants or needs a break. But another part of this putting away and another part of being a good homemaker, a good home keeper, a good homesteader, and what they all have in common is this need and this theme, this understanding that we must be prepared. I've shared a few emergency preparedness videos of just things you maybe should have on stock, and a lot of you guys love those videos. We don't know what tomorrow will hold. We don't have to stress and we don't have to worry about it, but I do think that it's important to be wise. You know, the Bible talks about the ant and how the ant works, and then the Bible talks about the sluggard. The Bible talks about the wise virgins who had enough and the foolish ones that didn't. And so I admonish you in this season, if you don't have what you need, to be wise and to prepare and to stock up, because we don't know the day nor hour of a lot of things. And it would be better for you to have and not need than for you to need and not have. There are those of you who have more than enough, and you're not using what you already have. And for you, you might need a challenge that would challenge you to use up the excess so that it doesn't spoil. But everyone has a different situation. And that's the beautiful part about the Sabbath. Everyone gets to look at his or her life and see really where you are. For those of you who are new here, I just want to take the time to say welcome. I appreciate you taking the time to be here with me. Time is precious and you could be anywhere and you choose to spend your time with me, and it means the world to me. And I want to let you know how extremely thankful and grateful I am. So for those of you who do not know, I am a mommy of 5. They range from ages 5 to 15. I have 4 boys, and then I finally got my princess last. I am so extremely grateful, and I have been married for going on 13 years now. So I am thankful to be a wife. I'm thankful to be a mom. You may not hear me talk about everybody, and I've shared multiple times that not everybody wants to be on camera and talked about on camera, and I respect their privacy, but me being mindful of their privacy doesn't change the way that I feel about them and how much I absolutely love them. So this channel is all about inspiration, motivation, and encouragement for your faith, for your home, your homeschool, your homestead, for your life. If this video has been good so far, would you do me a favor and give me a thumbs up and possibly considering joining my family here? This is the home of the ladies and gentlemen of Grace. Here we have monthly challenges where I challenge you to be and to do more, to be your best self. I also have a book of the month that we read. We come back and once a month have a live, and it's absolutely free. And you can just head over to the community tabs and just see the different posts. And I post videos every month and I take polls on what books and things we're going to be reading. And I have been blessed so much so far, and I just look forward to all that's to come. And you guys vote and decide on these things, so it's just so amazing. Each Sabbath prep video, I want to always leave something faith-wise. I feel like I've been encouraging in this video already, but I want to talk to you about something that I know is for me to talk about, and it's something that happened on yesterday. I was walking into the kitchen, just minding my own business, and oh my goodness, when I tell you I was falling, I'm going down. I was falling, okay? I don't know what happened, but I was just slipping and falling all the way. And I was just like doom, 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 just trying to catch myself and trying to catch my balance. And I caught it, but I was just like, what in the world? I could not believe it. Here's a fun sidebar that some people might get and some not. My son said, "Oh, I thought you had the Holy Spirit." Now that was funny. I did not have the Holy Spirit. I was falling and trying to keep myself from falling. And then last night, as we lay here in bed, I just kept telling my husband, like, that wind is blowing so strong. And he was telling me about the different tornado warnings and the different storms and the different this and that. And I said, wow, balance in the midst of the storm. I said, that's what I'm going to talk to my friends about for my Sabbath prep videos. I always ask the Most High God, what do you want me to say to my friends? What is it that you want me to say? What is the words that you want me to speak? I don't want to speak what I want to speak. Tell me what to speak, because if I speak what you say speak, lives will be changed. Hearts will be mended. Relationships can be restored. People can be encouraged and strengthened and motivated. It's not me that does it, but it's you. So give me words that will be honey and soothing to my friends, because I love them and I want nothing but the best for them. And this is the word that I got: balance in the midst of the storm. So I started to think about that thing. Balance in the midst of a storm. It's so interesting because I immediately think back to when Peter was walking on the water and he was doing great. But when he began to look around, he began to sink. And so when I think about balance in the middle of the storm, it makes me think, are we focused on the Almighty Yahweh, the Elohim? Or are we focused on the people and the things and the thoughts and the words spoken to and against us happening around us? This is good. I don't plan this stuff out. I don't write it out. Whatever he gives me in the second that I'm recording the video, that's what I say. But this is good. Because some people, I believe, are sent on assignment just to distract you. I remember when my guy was building the wall, he said, I'm building a wall. I'm doing a thing. I'm doing a great thing. And I'm not coming off this wall. And they wanted to, Nehemiah, but this and this. And this one said this and this one said this, and he knew they were lying on him and they had all types of traps and things ready for him. But he said, I am doing a mighty work for the Lord and I will not come off this wall. And I think that needs to be our posture. I am doing a mighty work for the Lord and I'm not coming off this wall. Now, obviously, we're not building a wall like Nehemiah was, but we are building a wall. That's why I said homemaker, homekeeper, homesteaders. There is a wall. We are the line of defense as gentlemen of grace, as ladies of grace. We are the wall. We are the defense. We guard what comes into our homes, into our families. We guard and we stand in defense. We stand ready to defend against any thoughts, against any words, against anything that It's just not like the God that we serve. We are the protectors. We keep the hedge. We are the defenders and the protectors. And it's up to us to be mindful and to be careful of what we allow into our homes, into our marriages, and into, most importantly, our minds. Because what we think about, we will see. So a man thinketh, so is he. So we have to just understand that it matters and that we must be intentional with our thoughts. We must be intentional with our gates. What are we watching? What movies are we watching? What messages are being shown in the movies we watch? I'm going to tell on my own self. The other night, my husband was showing me something and I was like, it was funny. And the Holy Spirit convicted me so fast. I said, I ain't laughing no more. Now later on, my husband was showing me and I was like, thinking like, I'm not watching that. So finally I had to tell him, I can't watch no more. But it is not about, it wasn't anything so bad. And that's the thing. What your conviction is may not be somebody else's. He was totally not convicted and he was okay. But I was convicted and I was not okay. And so even there were some videos that I had planned on doing it. I had a glow up video. I had a fantasize in your life. The Holy Spirit told me no. I said, what? He said, no, we're not fantasizing life and it's not a glow up. I said, okay, Father. Okay. But that was what he convicted me. And I've seen lots of videos like that. But he said, for me, no. And so I must be obedient. And so if you're watching this channel and you're connected here and these Sabbath preps are resonating with you, then I think that you might be on a similar path that I'm on, where we're not just saying, oh, I believe in this and that, but we are not talking a talk. We are walking and living out a lifestyle. And it truly is a lifestyle. And it's a life of denying yourself, of denying your flesh. It's not always pretty and glitter and gold. Sometimes we have to say, no, flesh, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to eat that. I'm not going to go there. I may want it, but it's not good for me. And so since it's not good for me, I don't want to have any parts of it in my life, because a little leaven will spoil the entire thing. And not only that, but I don't want to grieve the precious Holy Spirit. So when I think about being focused and maintaining balance in the midst of the storm, I think about keeping my eyes on the Master, keeping my focus on Him, not being tossed to and fro, but being steady, being steadfast, being unmovable, knowing what I believe, knowing why I believe it, and ready to defend and protect my family spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Preparing for the Sabbath, the times of rest and reflection, but also preparing for natural disasters, preparing for shortages, preparing for famine and lack, but also preparing for celebrations, preparing to be a blessing, preparing to be a light, preparing so that I have what I need to run efficiently and effectively. We have not been tasked with the most easy job. Let's be very clear. I have went to bed a plenty of nights thinking, Father, whew, wow, this is heavy. But I give this thing to you because you know the thoughts and plans that you had towards me. You knew me even before I was in the womb. Jeremiah 20:11. You know the thoughts and plans. And you're too wise to make a mistake. You know and see all. So I just need to rest in you in this moment and trust your plans and your ways.
Just comment in the below.
Let you have the driver's wheel. And I'm just going to sit down all the way down on the floor. In fact, I'll just lay down. Let me just lay down. Let me just take a nap, in fact. How dare I think that I know more than you, the Creator? How silly and selfish. How crazy of me.
but you know all. You know what I don't. You see what I can't.
Okay, guys.
And I just trust you to be God and Lord of my life.
Okay, stop smiling. This is bad, right? Okay. So, the boys and Lonnie are over with Dad. They're watching a movie, and so it's just me. I'm sneaking ice cream. I know, it's so sad, right? But there's never a Sabbath prep. Maybe there has been one, maybe, I don't know, that I don't eat ice cream and I always dance and party. But like, if I'm gonna make these videos, I gotta be me, right? Oh, this is good. Oh my gosh. So, I need a dessert. So I don't have a dessert. And I'm about to take care of some cucumber. So I'm about to get some fresh veggies here. Last time I got a comment, what did we eat? I was like, what do you mean, what do we eat? I just made the food in the middle, but I get it. What did we eat that night? So, I have the lasagnas prepped, and then I was supposed to show this video before, and I didn't get it edited up in time, but I made a vegetarian chicken pot pie, and so that's what we're having. So I've got the vegetarian chicken pot pie and the lasagna. And we're not having a salad this time, but we are gonna have some veggies and some hummus. And honestly, it might just be carrots and celery and hummus, and that's okay too. I honestly think I eat more of the veggies and hummus than anybody else. It's okay. I don't know. I hear you telling me, Christy, the break's over. Okay. One last bite. And then I'll go watch Homestead Tessie or Habits of a Homemaker. That was so good. Somebody's coming.
And I thank you for the peace in the midst of the storm. Now, maybe you didn't have the winds that we had last night, but maybe you don't have enough food. Maybe you don't have enough money. Maybe you don't have enough clothes. Maybe your hot water heater is messed up. Maybe your furnace is messed up. Maybe your light bill is due. Maybe you have a child that's strung out on drugs. Maybe you have children that have went astray. Maybe you are grieving the loss of babies. Maybe you're grieving the loss of dreams, of friendships, of relationships. Maybe you're stuck. But I'm here to tell you, whatever storm you're in, my God speaks to the storms and he tells them, peace, be still. And so sometimes I think we have to have enough faith within us, right? Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, right? I think because faith moves the mountains. Sometimes I think we have to have enough faith to say, storm, you need to move out of my way. Storm, you must move out of my way.
You know my name. You know my name. You know my name. And how you walk with me. Oh, how you walk with me. And oh, how you talk with me. Yes, it still amazes me that I am your friend. you. You know my name. Yes. He knows your name. Oh. He knows
You speak to that
our
thing.
name.
I know you're here, but I don't receive it. I know you're here, but my God still walks on waters, and he still speaks to the storms.
Oh, how he walks with us.
And-
And oh, how he walks with us. Oh. Oh, how he talks with us. Yeah, yeah. It still amazes me that I am your friend. You know my name.
So Storm, you gotta move out of my way. I see you, Storm, but I see my Father right there. And I'm not focused on you, Storm. You're beneath me. Get behind thee, Satan. I'm focused on my God. I'm focused on walking towards him because he's given me balance. He's given me strength. He's given me grace to walk this thing out. And Storm, you're just a distractor. So I'm not looking at you. Though the water may toss and it may get me wet, okay? I might get wet. I might suffer a little casualty, right? Not casualty, but I might be affected is what I'm saying. I might be affected. I might be hurt. I might have some tears, but I'm still focused on the master. I'm still focused on my destiny. I'm still doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Because when my God speaks, when the Elohim speaks, things must change. Therefore, I can have balance in the storm. Well, I'm never, ever out of words, but I am out of time. So I'll be back here next Friday to do it all again as I bring you into this sacred space of mine, showing you how we do what we do. Until then, blessings.